You can zoom it out like. When you do this, make sure the laser on top. I don't know if you can see it from there, but when you put the laser, make sure the top of this. I don't know if you want to come see it. This way, on this side here. This part right here has to be right underneath the cap.
Underneath.
So it could be flush underneath the cap though.
Okay.
Underneath the cap. And you gotta make sure both of them are the same. Once both of them are the same, you put your tripod. Once you put your tripod, never turn on the laser without putting it on first. You gotta put it on first, fix it how it has to go, and then press the power. Turn it on, and then slowly you're gonna raise it up to the height that the receivers are at.
More or less.
Yeah. So it's like once you turn it on, you go to your system over here, and it's gonna be on grade mode. Right now, I have it on grade mode. Right now, it's on grade mode. You see, dozer mode. It's on dozer mode. It's turned on. If it's off, you won't be able to fix your elevation. Cause right now it's at 0. It's at 0. So once you put your elevation, your grade mode, your dozer mode, this button right here, this is your elevation to go down or to go up. And you're always gonna, let's say it's up or it's down, whichever it's at. Make sure it's at 0. It's always got to be at 0. So it's at 0. Once you see it's at 0, and let's say it's blinking red or blinking yellow, either top or bottom, that means that your laser, if it's blinking on top, that means your laser's too low. So you got to raise it up. Let's say it's blinking on the bottom, that means that the laser's too high. So just adjust it, but slowly. Once you do that, let's go out. Once you do that you find out that your laser's either too high or too low, you're gonna adjust it. If it's on top over here, like the light is blinking red on top, that means it's too low. So slowly, you can raise this one up. Raise this one up, unscrew it a little bit, and then press this button and raise it up. So after that, you tighten it. Make sure everything is tight. And then from there, you just adjust it. If it's too low, just slowly unscrew this one a little bit and slowly raise it up. Same thing. If it's too high, then you gotta raise it down.
Can you crank it down or crank it up or?
Yeah, but it's already to the level.
Okay.
I don't want to mess it up. So slowly though. If it turns off, you gotta turn it back on.
Okay.
This is only for a flat surface. When it's a slope, then I'll come and show you.
Okay.
But for flat, once you have everything adjusted like it's center, this over here is gonna be pointed green. It's gonna be dead on. It's gonna be green. So when it's green, then you're okay. After it's green, that you adjust everything, you're always gonna have your control, because depending on if someone's out here nearby or it's a roller over there, it moves the laser, so it turns off. So you need your control to turn it back on, so you don't have to keep getting off and on.
Okay.
So you have the control, and then after that, it's like your what are these called? I forgot what's it called. I don't use it much.
I will call it a ruler.
Yeah, let's just say a ruler. Your pole ruler, whatever. This one, always keep it at 9. Really flush at 9. If you're taller, for me, I have to put it at 9 because I'm shorter. But let's say I was 6 foot, then you could go to 9.5 or 10. But for me, I put it at 9, so I could reach this one. Let's say this one would have been up here, I could reach it, you know. But once you put this, you can leave it at 9. Loosen this up, make sure it's loosed up, and then put it on top of your elevation. Once you put it on top of your elevation, pues yeah, like how I showed you, you just make sure this is unscrewed a little bit, and you just raise it up until it beeps, until it's dead beat. So once it's that, you're ready to go. But now you're gonna go back to your 9. So let's say it's 5 inches. We're gonna do 4.5. Okay. Always drop it. Always drop it. It's not gonna be drop. It sounds like it's gonna be 4.5 inches drop, but in reality, it's gonna raise it up. It's gonna raise it up, but once you compact, it's gonna drop it. So we're gonna go 4.5. Always have a tape. Always have a tape, and you know it's at 9. It's at 9. It might be like somewhere there. Somewhere. Nope. Inch 1. You wanna put it at 4.5. You wanna leave it at 4.5, and it's 4.25, so falta a quarter more. we can leave it there. Yeah, let's leave it there for now. Because even if we just roll it, baja poquito. But let's say if it's a little bit too high, you could put a vibration on the machine, on the roller, so you could drop it more. But you should be okay right now. So right now, let's check over here. So right now, this one is too low. Okay. So when you see this, you can do it by yourself. So it's like maybe what, like half an inch?
Yeah, half an inch.
Okay. So you go to back to your, you could leave it here, leave it over there, whichever. Go back to your system. I gotta close it.
Let's explain it to the end of the video.
Huh?
Explain it.
Okay, we're gonna go over here, and then we're gonna turn off the parking brakes. We're gonna turn off the parking brakes. We're gonna turn them off, the hydraulic off, and everything. So when is that? We're gonna raise it up half an inch. So technically, this goes by an eighth. So we're gonna raise it up 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 times? Yeah, 4 times. 4. Okay. But raise up all the throttle. Once you raise up the throttle, maybe halfway, doesn't matter. You're gonna press this button right here. This button on the bottom, on the joystick, press it. And it's gonna fix itself. You see? It went up. Okay. So right now, it went up. It went up. So right now, right there?
Right there, yeah.
Right there?
Yeah,
But
more or
you
less.
Yeah, but once you grade it, it moves itself. It might go a little bit down, or it could be higher. So always put your pole somewhere where it's not gonna be in the way. And then once you push, let's say you're gonna push the dirt, you're gonna tell like if it's either it's too high or too low. If it's a little bit, you could just adjust it a little bit. If it's 1/8, then you could, like, let's say it's 1/8 higher, then you could drop it 1/8. Just press one time and drop it. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it so it can grade.
Yeah.
Always do a little pass, check where it's flat though, and where it's like kind of flat. It's a little bit too low, you see?
Yeah.
It's just a little bit too low, so you're gonna raise it up.
But an eighth, no?
Never trust all of them. You just gotta somewhat balance it. Okay, so that's gonna be like, if I leave it like that, it's at 4.5, so it dropped. So right now it's like at 4 3/4. So once you roll it, it might drop even more. So I do have to raise it up like another 1/4 inch. it up a quarter inch. Yeah, raise it up a quarter inch. Always double check that. Quarter inch. Oh, it has a lot of rocks. So when it has a lot of rocks, a lot of dirt is going to go in between, and your elevation is going to drop a lot. That's the issue we're going to have right now. This where it's like somewhat flat. See? Right here. I'll leave it like that. But yeah, it has a lot of rock. When I don't like that. The sand is okay, but it has a lot of rock. So now, I guess we leave it like that, and we just wish for the best. Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Shit. Let me start. I'm gonna start it that side. I'm gonna bring everything this way.
Okay.